You're live on
Okay.
YouTube. My
Yeah,
YouTube live.
I know. We are on YouTube. Hello,
Oh, stretch the
You,
shoulders. Hey,
yeah.
Gretchen. Hi, YouTube world. Hi, parents, teachers,
Ah,
therapists, grandparents, paras, tutors.
everybody, students. Did we say students? And actually,
There
thank
aren't
you.
many students who come to TEFOS, but it was
Ah,
designed for parents. But on
okay.
YouTube,
But
my
yeah,
YouTube
oh,
live.
I know.
I
Hold
had
on,
to
hold
say
on.
that too.
I don't know if you guys heard that. I heard myself. So let's say why we're here. First of all, we are here because we are 2 days out from the Executive Function Online Summit, TEFOS. And we are here to invite all of you, especially parents and educators, to come to what I think is one of the most exciting professional development opportunities of the year. And it's totally free. And the reason I said students a little earlier is because students, you can pass the link along if you're watching this to your parents and teachers. We don't need you to spend your time watching this because you have enough to deal with getting your backpacks all ready for school and, learning how to pay attention again after a summer off and all that. But parents and educators, we want to invite you. And Seth, why do you call this free event? It's a 3-day event. Why do you call it the Executive Function Summit?
Yeah, well, there are, if you've ever been involved in an event, creating a wedding, creating a birthday party, creating a lesson plan for a class, creating an event requires a lot of moving parts, and there are a lot to this, so I had to come up with a title. And I started this 3 years ago, and I had been dreaming about it for a few years before that, but I was just like, I wanted a URL that was easy to find, and I just wanted something simple. I didn't want something flashy or fancy, and I wanted something that turned into an acronym. So I ended up with TEFOS, the Executive Function Online Summit. So it's the important words are Executive Function Summit or Executive Function Experience. Right now, I really talk about a weekend immersion or a 3-day immersion, because that's how I really want people to think about it. Because when I am trying to learn something, whether it's how to podcast or YouTube or my nerdy, like I like to go to conferences or yoga conference or something like that, and I go to a weekend event, I like to I like to immerse myself in that weekend and really be present and really learn a lot and really connect with people. And those events are some of the most memorable, life-changing events of my adult life. Actually, even as a teenager, like going to leadership camps and this and that, like those things have such a tremendous impact. So this is a 3-day immersion, but it's called TEFOS, the Executive Function Online Summit. There you go.
I love that. And for anyone who doesn't know, what are executive functions? Like, why are we starting the school year focusing on executive functions?
Yeah. So if you put your forehead over the front part of your head, you're covering the area of your head that behind this is what's called the prefrontal cortex or the frontal lobe. So you have this big squiggly cortex in your brain, right the second. Imagine that, right the second. Your brain is working so hard on so many things. It's helping you breathe. It's helping your body repair itself. It's digesting food. And it's also thinking. It's also attending or paying attention or focusing or concentrating on us right now, or concentrating on us and being distracted by other things. So, but executive function, this part of the brain helps us to focus, to concentrate, pay attention, prioritize, manage time, stay on task, self-start, not procrastinate, be motivated, task persistence, to keep going, to finish, to follow through. When we as adults or kids struggle to have you could say, brain power to get important things done, to get the important things done over the fun things when it matters. I'm going to say that again. Executive function, the brain, the front part of our brain, helps us to get the important things done over the fun things when it matters. If we can't do that, then what happened to me as a young adult happens to people. I struggled mightily with getting important things done. And when I had goals that mattered to me, I didn't have the experience and the practice with executive. I mean, I had legitimate executive function developmental challenges, and I also didn't have the guidance or practice to work with it. And that really hurt my young adult life until I just did anything and everything I could to get the help I needed so I could make something myself and have a life where I felt like, I had some agency and all that. So that's what it is and why it's important. That's it in a nutshell. I mean, obviously we have a whole weekend about it, but it's not simple. People want a couple of tips and tricks and stuff. Those are great, but it's not simple. It's complex. And when we dive in, then we can be like, oh, now I know how to give this kiddo tools and make some forward motion and help this kiddo get on a different trajectory or move forward if they're stuck or what have you.
Mm-hmm. So there's a lot that's going to be happening starting Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday. I highly recommend that those of you who sign up set aside at least one of those days. If you can do the whole weekend, great. But I know we're getting the word out on my YouTube channel at least last minute. So even if you can set aside one day and just watch 3 speakers, and then take some good notes and put some nuggets away for what you want to remember the school year based on what those speakers said, that alone is enough. And then if you can take in more, awesome. But I highly recommend it. My link is going to be below the YouTube video. I'll have put it in the notes after this live is over. And also, it's totally free, but there is an option to upgrade if you're like, oh my God, this is all so good. I want to make sure that I have the videos in the future. You can. How much is it right now before TEFOS starts?
$89.
Okay, what's it going to go up to?
It's like a night out. It's super, it's crazy because it's so packed. So you don't just get the summit, but there's all kinds of goodies. It goes the normal price is $199.
Okay,
but before Thursday, it's $89, and then the normal during the summit we sell it for 50% off, so $99.
Okay,
so it's $199, but it's $99 during the summit.
Okay,
and then after the summit, we go to $149 for 48 hours for people who are like, oh my gosh, I wish I got it at $99, and then it goes to the regular price later that week.
So there are different price points, but getting it for
$89 is like
is huge.
What I'm about to spend at Costco right now.
Yeah. And this year, I'm normally one of the main speakers. This year, I'm not, because Seth is including so many new experts, which I'm so excited for. But if you purchase in, you'll be able to get a 10-minute nugget and how-to manual from me. So there, I am going to be there. And I also, if you sign in, you'll get into a Facebook page. And I have some plans, although I haven't talked it out with you yet, Seth, to be trying to figure out how to either do some lives or some videos that I post helping people process their what they're learning, because as those of you know who follow me, I believe in honing your notes, taking good notes and honing your notes so that you can glean all the wisdom you possibly can. So I have set aside this weekend so that I can be supporting people in doing that. So that is another value add. You'll get some extra time with me if you do sign up for this free option.
That's a great idea. I should have you look at my note page that I made for the attendees.
Happy.
Try to make an easy way to do it. Not my forte. So, all right, everybody.
All right. Take good care, everyone. Check out the link
I want to wish you joy and peace of mind. And most of all, I want to wish you connection with your kiddo.
Yeah.
Take care.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Oh dear. I say goodbye, but I have to then figure out